Alright, so this is gonna be me chiming in to that Jack Harlow interview. Um, I don't wanna dive into what he said because I'm kind of off that. While I did for the first initial reaction, hearing that to the "I Got Blacker" statement, definitely was mind-boggling to me. Shit threw me through a loop. But in hindsight, I don't think the dude was being malicious at all. Um, so I don't wanna blow that out of proportion. Um, it's kind of, I said it was like, it's this is gonna be me chiming in slash, like, like asking a rhetorical question, or open, leaving an open discussion to whoever this lands, what I'm saying, in the algorithm or whatever. So feel free to chime in. Um, but the more and more I chewed on it, and what I'm saying, okay, so I should start off right here. I haven't listened to the full album yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just heard the single, Trading Places, and a couple other songs. Um, I'm impartial. You know what I'm saying? This is not to, you know, going into the context of, like, what I'm saying, the material, if it's good or not, just because I listen to things in a vacuum. You know what I'm saying? What I like should not impact what you like. You feel me? This is not a review, none of that shit. Um, so yeah, just to get into it, yeah, if okay, it's a neo soul. This is he said on wax. This is neo soul. I want to tap into my, what I'm saying, R&B shit, John B shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say it on wax. You feel me? But, like, basically, embracing the whole, like, R&B culture, black culture, right? Okay. Why do you just go in all places, right? In all spaces. Why go there in a place, whatever the fuck podcast that was, to promote this neo soul album? All white faces. You feel me? Again, like, look, I should say this off the rip. Like, niggas is not trying to be politically correct. You know what I'm saying? I'm not racist. I know that sounds like, it just sounds like I am. Like, I say that, like, oh, I'm not racist, but, like, no, I'm not. But, like, hey, man, people that say they don't see no color, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, these people were, like, white. You know what I'm saying? Like, not Action Bronson, like, you know what I'm saying, like a family friend looking like Action Bronson and shit, getting invited, and you're like, oh shit, is this nigga Puerto Rican, or what the fuck is he? Then you take a step closer and the nigga got deep blue eyes. You know what I'm saying? That, and then the nigga, you feel me, where the greens at, where everything at, the chicken, you feel me? Like, they ain't that kind of white. They you know what I'm saying, pass me the green bean casserole white. Why not? Look, I love a green bean casserole, you feel me? And this is not to, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but they very, like, white. Um, but with that being said, I just feel like it created this weird space. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they were intentionally putting him in the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you went there. You know what I'm saying? You agreed to the interview, so it's like you're there to promote your album. So they're gonna ask you some questions. Like, you feel me? And I don't want to put words in the dude's mouth that asked them the question, the first dude, and then the second dude kind of chimed in and rephrased it, right? Because the dude was using all these big words and shit. And even Jack, he was kind of like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I could tell on his facial expression, but he was kind of like, basically, I'm a paraphraser. Like, out of all spaces, right? Like, like, we have this very safe space where we can go to, like, rocking. You know what I'm saying? Where it can be a smooth transition. Why go in that direction? And then the other guy chimed in and basically it was like, yeah, like, he said what he said, and then Jack Harlow was like, yeah, like, in response to that, he was like, yeah, I got blacker. You know what I'm saying? The dude, they seemed like they was all uncomfortable to, ask the question, so they were trying to figure out, like, how to phrase it and shit. But yeah, I don't know, maybe like a PR, like, it just made me think, like, what the fuck was he thinking? You know what I mean? Or just his PR more than anything. Like, yeah, like, he's a man and he's gonna do what he's gonna do and make his choices and shit. But, like, why? Like, nobody didn't check in with him. Like, nobody, the big homie Drewski was in, like, hey man, like, I don't think he should go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he should go to, like, a Big Boy or a Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it would have been a much smoother transition in this flow of an open conversation, so where he can, like, I don't want to say explain itself, but kind of like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like just be asked the right questions, bro, by people that actually, you know what I mean? Like you're again, like it's neo soul, like very black, very ethnic. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the big boy would have been perfect for that. Would kind of been like, you know, like, hey man, open him up with the jokes and shit like that, and would just, you know, asked him. Like I feel like if he asked him that's those same questions, but in his own way, it would have went way smoother. You know what I'm saying? And even if it did go to his direction, right? Because I know I'm kind of on some like woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda shit, but like what's said has been said. But again, like you feel me? Like just look at it from my perspective. Him, if he were to say that in that kind of space, it would have gave him an opportunity to kind of like just explain himself more. Because it's just like after when you go back to the interview, I take it if you're watching this vid, like you seen the clip, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're living under a rock, you feel me? It's like it's everywhere. Um, yeah, everybody's pretty much talking about it and shit. That's what made me I didn't hear about it. My mom is the one that actually was like, hey man, like check this out. Like on I don't have TikTok, but you showed me the clip of the music video with Trading Places and shit, and I'm like, damn, this is like some John B shit. Like you really on some R&B, like let me stick this white dick in this black pussy girl. Like you feel me? Like why I never was a big Jack Harlow fan, like his music and shit. I like him as a person, but it was just kind of like mind boggling to me. Like what the fuck? Like this nigga really on some like sexy time shit. Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like I knew you was a smooth dude, but I'm like, oh, like he really like trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like break into the culture for real. I thought you just like black girls, you know what I'm saying? That was your preference and shit. But and there ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? Again, I have my views. I'm impartial, you know what I'm saying? This is not me, you know what I'm saying, trying to shit on his music or whatever, or who I, you know what I'm saying? Like you're free to have your opinion. Like I know people, like shout out to my boy Will. We was having talking about it. I did like had like again like my first initial reaction was kind of like what the fuck, so I kind of chimed in like on my social, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of created like this open discussion about it. So my boy Will, he chimed in and he was like, yo man, like good music is, I just like it because of the music, you know what I'm saying? Like it's good music. Like I get why people is like, and I'm like, yo, that's valid. You feel me? Like let's not, you know what I mean? Like again, like in hindsight, blow this shit out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Because I think while funny as fuck, you know what I'm saying, and I take it that, you know, Jack Harlow, like he's kind of like a funny, you know what I'm saying? Like in the public eye, we know him as like the funny dude and shit like that. He probably got thick skin, you know what I'm saying? At least I hope so and shit. But like some of the shit I seen there is kind of just brutal. Like, holy fuck, neo Nazi though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of neo soul. The other shit is hilarious though. IRS one. But I digress. But yeah, that shit, you know what I mean? Like I know he probably looked at that shit like, damn, like I'm getting fucking reamed. You know what I'm saying? But that would have been a good chuckle. I can only imagine. But I think he's pretty. I think he's taking. I hope so, man. Cause I want to get into this too. I feel like now both white, two different people. You know what I'm saying? Post Malone. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm not like the biggest. I like him as a person, not necessarily his music. I haven't listened to all his shit, but the biggest thing I known him for was that Rockstar song. I heard about him prior. Like didn't he come out like his debut, or maybe he was doing his thing before? But like the thing that everybody noticed him by was the White Iverson shit. So that kind of was like, you know what I mean? Like kind of made me scratch my head. Like who the fuck? This guy coming out the gate, White Iverson and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of just brushed it off and just, you know, like water off a duck's back and like, all right, like I ain't listening to this shit. But then he came out with Rockstar and shit, and I'm like, okay, like this is dope. But in hindsight, right? I don't now when I think about it, right? I was thinking about this before I record this video. It was like, was that wow, awesome. You know what I'm saying? I think the song, like I generally like, I like his verse on that song. I don't know, I had to look it up. I should have did my research before I went into this shit. I go into all this shit unscripted. I don't know if it's that's a 21 Savage song or a Post Malone song. But just for the sake of purpose, what I'm trying to say, regardless, I like his verse better. I think that his, you know what I'm saying, like it's just the essence he puts in it, like in the like his vocals and shit, like that's what really makes the song. So that will really make me feel like holy shit, like this dude is versatile as fuck. While I think that probably was always like his intention, you know what I'm saying, to do that. Like he's not like this one trick pony and shit, like yeah, obviously. But in contrast to White Iverson, right? and then him going to transitioning to rock star. Nigga took out the braids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now is this a publicity thing because you were getting pushback? You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just me with the White Iverson shit. Like he definitely built his fan base and shit before that. But I think White Iverson put him in this place where it's like, again, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think, maybe not as extreme, or maybe it was different times, you know what I'm saying? Like things was a little different, but still kind of the same, or their views on like white rappers and shit like that, and their stance on it. But I remember that being kind of like, I don't want to say controversial because that sounds dire, but kind of like what I was thinking, like what the fuck, like who is this dude with the break? Not saying that you can't do that, but like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people look at that shit as blackface. You feel me? And again, this is not the shit on Post Malone. I think he's a cool, humble ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga, but like, nah, for real, like he cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? As a person and shit, but now it kind of made me scratch my head. Like I was thinking, I'm like, was that like like, hey man, I need to get off of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people are looking at me as like I'm fucking riding their coattails off of the success. And then, you know what I'm saying, some people like kind of took that. I could see that, people taking that as him trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to ride the culture and then piecing out of it. I'm gonna make it connect to the Jack Harlow shit because I feel like, you feel what I'm saying, I don't want to overblow it, but that's what what I'm trying to say is, right, pit that two things with the perspective without, you know what I'm saying, the contrast with the parallels, I mean, with the Post Malone, you know what I'm saying, and a Jack Harlow shit, right? I would hate for him to be discouraged by this. You know what I'm saying? If I had to like wrap this, you know what I'm saying, like cohesively all in one thing, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole like the gist of, you know what I'm saying, the context of what, you know, of this whole video. I don't know what I'm gonna title this shit. But yeah, I would hate for it because, again, like, I don't think that he was being malicious. While I do have my views, and as well as other people, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of hard. And the reason why I felt like that is because, you know, I look at Jack Harlow and it's like, man, it's kind of hard to take you seriously. It was like when you built your whole career based off of like telling jokes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's cool. Like, we live in a world. That's what I was telling my man's Will too. Like, we live in a world, like, and that's cool. Like, people care about the artist more so than the music. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's all about visibility, and they want to, you know what I'm saying, they want to know you as a person. Now it's so the digital age and shit like that, you know, like, that's what they want to hear. You, they want to know what you do, what you're into, because it makes you more relatable. And I think that's cool, you know what I'm saying, that you don't have to necessarily be like the most technically, you know what I'm saying, advanced rap, like a Kendrick Lamar. I was about to say Tyler, the Creator. I'm glad I said that because that's going to be a nice segue. I hope he pulls that, you know what I'm saying, to where he kind of like, maybe not disappear, but kind of just like, hey, like, you know, because I think with this album, what he was doing, I don't even know what it's called, the fucking album and shit. But I take that, you know what I'm saying, it seemed like he was being really serious, like, hey, like, I want to be taken seriously, like, I'm here to stay, like, this is what I'm capable of, you feel me? And it definitely did its numbers, you know what I'm saying, regardless of the controversy and shit like that and the pushback, you know what I'm saying, people are still talking about it. People are still, it's making people want to listen to it. So he should use this as a window of opportunity to like cultivate his sound and shit, you know what I mean? Like, if that's what you into, like, if you part of the culture and shit, like, man, like, triple down on this shit. Like, you already doubled down already with this shit, with the neo soul. Like, I ain't saying go out and do drill or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know what I mean? Like, just be open, you know what I'm saying? Take your time with it and really, like, you know what I'm saying, try to find your sound or mesh it, you know what I mean? Because from what I heard of the lyrics, like, he's not saying anything. It's like, there wasn't a time where it was just the beats and, you know what I'm saying, just to give my little bit of sneak peek of like my first initial reaction. I was just like, you know, like, I'd rather just listen to Mac, honestly, over this shit. I feel like it already exists, like the shit he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's just my personal, you know what I'm saying, opinion about the shit. But but it doesn't mean that other people not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? There's probably some people that don't even know who Mac was, or they heard of him, but like his life was cut so short. You know what I'm saying? At an early age, to where people either stopped listening to him or didn't go back to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, but yeah, that's what I'll hope for him. Um, just to just to really just cultivate his own. You know what I'm saying? And use this as an opportunity to strengthen, you know what I'm saying, his mind and his vigor to this shit. Because it would suck for him to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to get pushed out. That's going back to that Post Malone shit. Like, I don't know, like, the whole facts. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a. I don't know if he said it on wax or anything like that. Post Malone, on his reasons on why he, like, just kind of just never, like, you know what I'm saying, like he did White Iverson and Rockstar, that ever since he just never, you know what I'm saying, like he don't even touch that genre. I don't even know if he's really sticking making music like that. Doesn't have to. um but like, you're free to tap into other vendors and shit like that. But and Rockstar was big. It was super huge. Like, that's one of the songs that I feel like. And again, like in this digital age, you know how songs, like, they get trending again, like they will pop out of nowhere. Like, look at all these R&B songs that are getting resampled and blown up on TikTok and IG because people are dancing to and shit. Rockstar, I can definitely see something like that, like in the near or not too distant future, where people, like, you know what I'm saying, find something and then, I don't know, like a fucking meme or some shit, and attach that song to it, and it just gets even more clicks. Um, it just takes that one moment, you know what I'm saying? Look at that one ice skating shorty that won the Olympic shit. Um, I forget what songs it was, but as soon as she was like, "Oh, like, yeah, this is what I'm into," like the stream revenue, it popped. You know what I'm saying, with the numbers like that. That's awesome that we even live in a world like that, where it's like just word of mouth can, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know where I was going with that. But I'm kind of just, rolling with the dice and letting it rock and shit. But yeah, just to wrap this up, because I don't want to drag it. Again, like, I don't want to make this about the what he said, the statement, hence why I didn't even bring it up and shit, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was a very weird thing to say. That kind of statement. It's funny as shit. I will say that though. Like, holy fuck, man. That was, thank you for the laugh, because that was comedy gold. Like, between all the content creators and shit like that, the YouTubers even chiming in. But just to reiterate, I just hope that he's not taking it, like, to heart, like, to the fact, you know what I mean? Like, because I can definitely, like, people can be fucking mean and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the soft way of putting it. But yeah, I don't want to drag this. Yeah, y'all, if again, like, if somebody want to chime in or some shit like that, I'd like to hear somebody what they say, think about it. Or they even, like, if you get what I'm trying to say, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're a Jack Harlow fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. All positivity and hate welcome, you know what I'm saying? Well, not hate, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe you're a Jack Harlow fan and you want to defend him, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe a song put me on or some shit. You feel me? To where, like, who knows? I might become a fan of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is more so, I'm leaving this out there so it's gonna be an open discussion to whoever, like, this falls onto. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all gotta stay up and stay blessed and stay black. All right. How do I end?